up and down the coast, from the beaches to the valleys. This is KEYT News Channel 3, where the news comes first.
Hi everyone, I'm Elise Martinez in for Joe Butita. A mixed bag of weather over the weekend. We saw big waves, wind, and rain. Let's start with meteorologist Meredith Garfalo. And Meredith, now we can add cold temperatures to that list.
Ooh, if you can't tell, I'm shivering under this big oversized sweater. It is chilly out here, so don't let that sunshine fool you. Let's take a look at those temperatures in your neighborhoods and see how chilly it is. Lots of spots in the 40s, 50s, and we are not going to get much warmer as we get into the afternoon. We also have another thing that's sticking around, and that is high surf. And if we take a look, there still is a high surf advisory up and down the coast, except for the south coast. We're expecting to see some waves, but thankfully for our beaches, not as big as those waves that caused some damage Thursday and Friday. But for surfers, that's great news. Again, you'll probably just need an extra layer as you head into the water. Coming up, we're going to talk about your work week forecast, how long the chilly air sticks around, and if there's any more rain in the forecast. Elise?
Okay, thanks, Meredith. And those waves put on quite a show this weekend. There were thrills and spills at Santa Barbara Sandspit over the weekend. Surfers making the most of the swells generated by giant storms hitting the Pacific Northwest.
Those few times that Sandspit goes, and it's one of the best waves in the world when it's going.
Spectators lined the breakwater to watch surfers try to catch some barrels. And while surfers had a blast, a pier south of us took a beating. The Ventura Pier was built in 1872. It used to be the state's longest wooden pier, but a storm in the 90s led to steel reinforcements. The pier was closed indefinitely Friday after at least 4 pilings washed away. Parking lots were also flooded. Wind may have caused a power outage in Santa Barbara. The outage happened last night on the north side of town. Crews have been working throughout the night to restore power. About 4,000 customers were without it. PG&E are still investigating the exact cause, but they say those strong storm winds caused trees to bring down some power lines. High winds, heavy rain, and tornadoes are causing headaches for folks across the country. Here's ABC's Carla Bagarena, and she'll tell us how long it could last.
It's a morning of heavy lifting and cleanup after a heavy punch from Mother Nature.
That's a tornado.
At least 4 confirmed tornadoes over the weekend in Texas alone.
Tornado on the ground.
In Lindale, at least 50 homes were destroyed.
It was just a white wall of stuff flying everywhere.
This bird's eye view is just a glimpse of the path of destruction, including the devastating damage to Jennifer Skinder's home, who was out Christmas shopping when the twister struck.
I'm just thankful we weren't home. I think the Lord sent us away and he spared us.
Further south in Lufkin, heavy winds picking up and tossing a long line of freight cars.
We had some really heavy winds. It hit these cars, lifted them up, and flipped them over.
Winds and rain also causing destruction out west. Trees tumbling down in San Francisco and causing concern for one Alaska Airlines crew at the Oakland airport.
To describe it best that I can, the wind came across the runway and just about pushed us off the runway.
In Kansas, it was the snow and the blizzard-like conditions causing chaos on the roads. While in the east, millions still enjoying unseasonably warm temperatures. The traditional white Christmas at this point, a long shot.
And the December warmth here in the east will continue today as dozens of daily record highs are expected again across the eastern third of the country. In New York, Carla Barrierena, ABC News.
A Santa Barbara neighborhood hit with vandalism. It's in an area where residents have tried to improve traffic safety. News Channel 3 senior reporter John Palmenteri is there live. And John, residents are trying to do a good deed. They may have been the target.
We have many residents in our area, many neighborhoods that have asked the police and asked this traffic safety department or done it themselves to try and make their area safer. But look what's happened here. If you can tell, these used to be those plastic tall poles. I believe they're referred to as stanchions. Here's one over here, and they've been cut down by vandals here in the area of Eucalyptus Hill and Barker Pass. That had to be cut with some kind of a saw. There were 3 of them here, and this is just part of what's happened here at the Barker Pass Eucalyptus Hill intersection. To show you what these people have done up here in this neighborhood to try and slow down traffic, if you see way over there by that driveway, it says drive like your kids live here, and they have those signs throughout the streets around here, and they too have been vandalized over the last several months with people covering up the words, and so it just reads drive like your kids, and there are so many of them, but someone has intentionally done that on so many streets around here. There are some other signs that say please respect, and that is indicate respect the stop signs, the speed limit sign of 35 miles an hour. Those have been taken down, and many other problems up here. So they're trying to get more attention in this neighborhood of Eucalyptus Hill, Barker Pass area. This is above Salinas Street in the east side of Santa Barbara, to find out who's doing this, to stop that, and to make this area safer. There are a lot of cars come speeding through here, and it has been dangerous over the last several years. We'll try and find out more about this and have a full report coming up tonight on News Channel 3 at 5 and 6 o'clock. Reporting live from the Barker Pass area of Santa Barbara, I'm John Palmentary, News Channel 3.
All right, thanks, John. We'll see you then. Sad news for the Santa Barbara community. Dennis Ricard has died. Ricard was the 2014 Old Spanish Days El Presidente. He was dealing with an undisclosed illness and was taken off life support on Sunday. Ricard's family has deep roots in Santa Barbara history dating back to Jose de la Guerra. Ricard's grandfather, John, was El Presidente in 1949. A bar fight led to 4 arrests over the weekend. It happened in downtown Santa Barbara. The brawl started after midnight inside Baja Sharkies on the 500 block of State Street. The fight spilled out into the street where several people were hurt. 4 people from Bakersfield were arrested, and officers are still looking for more suspects. Within the hour, President Obama delivered a statement from the Pentagon on the campaign against ISIS. This as we learn about major government lapses, raising questions about whether one of the San Bernardino killers should have been able to come to America in the first place. ABC's Elizabeth Herr has more.
The FBI says Tashfeen Malik, the mother-turned-murderer in the San Bernardino attacks, had extensive social media postings supporting violent jihad, but she still came to the U.S. last year on a fiancé visa.
During that time period, immigration officials were not allowed to use or view social media as a part of the screening process.
John Cohen is a former Homeland Security senior official and now an ABC News consultant. He says just last year, immigration officials asked Homeland Security Secretary Jay Johnson for new policies, allowing them to look at applicants' social media public posts, but were opposed by the department's Office of Civil Rights and Civil Liberties. So Malik got her visa in just 3 weeks, with no checks on her online messages supporting terrorism.
Had they checked out Tashfeen Malik a little more, maybe she wouldn't have been gotten a visa. Maybe those people in San Bernardino would be alive.
Now, amid calls for a wider mandatory vetting process, President Obama met with his National Security Council this morning. This as security officials in the U.S. and Europe confirm they are dealing with possible ISIS attacks to disrupt the Christmas holidays.
So even as we're relentless, we have to be smart, targeting ISIL surgically with precision.
The Department of Homeland Security tells ABC News it has started pilot programs to search the social media of visa applicants, but insiders say it is still not a widespread policy. Elizabeth Herr, ABC News, New York.
Today marks the 3rd anniversary of the deadly shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut. 20 students and 6 educators died in that massacre. In Washington state, dozens of moms dressed up in orange on Sunday for the Orange Walk to end gun violence. They walked around Green Lake Park in Seattle. Supporters protested against current gun laws, asking for a change to make it more difficult for certain groups to obtain the weapons.
We can have common sense gun legislation so people on the terror watch list can't buy guns. We can just have common sense gun legislation.
The event was organized by Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense in America. Nearly 100 orange walks took place this weekend across the country, and for them, orange symbolizes the value of human life. Well, it's the biggest movie event of the year and maybe ever. We'll have a look at the preps for tonight's premiere of Star Wars. And also coming up on midday, one of the hottest Christmas toys is now being investigated after sending almost a dozen people to the hospital. The details on what investigators think is sparking the problem.
And we're having some of the coldest mornings in your neighborhoods. Find out how long this chill will stick around. That's next in my First Alert forecast.
The Live Shopping Network, a morning with Jennifer Lawrence.
Plus The Illusionist.
You can't put a price on a morning like that.
And we're not. Because it's free! Next Live.
At 9 after GMA on Channel 3. News Channel 3, the largest news team on local television. Unmatched resources to get you there live every time news breaks. No wonder more people get their news from News Channel 3 than any other local news station.
Now and then, we all appreciate a little help. Through Covered California, health insurance could cost less than you think, and most uninsured Californians could get help paying for it. To find free, local, in-person help, visit coveredca.com. 4 out of 5 people may not agree on carne asada or carnitas, but 4 out of 5 who got their health insurance through Covered California got help paying for it. Find out if you could be one of them at coveredca.com. Enroll by December 15th to be covered by January 1st.
The 2016 Subaru Outback, built to help you get familiar with the unfamiliar. It has standard road gripping symmetrical all-wheel drive. It's a 2015 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus, and it's enabled with Subaru Starlink safety and security connected services.
Visit Kirby Subaru, now located in Ventura, for their Subaru Share the Love event. Maintain the love with complimentary service included. Kirby Subaru, 101 Freeway, Ventura.
This is Todd Hardy, a fitness buff, youth baseball coach, and lung cancer patient.
The day that I got the diagnosis, I was just shocked. The surgeon in Dallas said I needed to have the top left lobe of my lung removed. I wanted to know what my other options were, and I found that at Cancer Treatment Centers of America.
At CTCA, our experts examine a variety of therapies, treatments, and technologies to identify a plan specifically for each patient.
My doctor understood that who I am was just as important as what cancer I had. We talked about options. My doctor told me about a robotic surgery that was less invasive.
We have excellent technology that allow us to perform very specialized procedures for patients who have lung disease.
At CTCA, it's all about what you can do. I feel fantastic now.
Exploring treatment options is at the heart of how we fight cancer. The evolution of cancer care is here. Learn more about our treatment options at cancercenter.com/lung. Appointments available now.
Parts of the High Sierra are covered in snow and ice. This is what it looked like Sunday in Soda Springs. Tow trucks stayed busy rescuing drivers stuck in the snow, and skiers were happy after 20 inches of snow fell on California's Sugar Bowl ski resort. And flash flooding sent mud and rocks across the 5 freeway, shutting it down. Traffic was backed up for miles last night. The freeway is back open this morning. A storm brought rain and strong winds across Southern California. Some areas got a ½ inch of rain on Sunday. And we saw some incredible waves, high winds, and we even got some of that rain, but I don't think we got as much as we thought we would.
No, the rain totals came in as we were expecting, about 1/4 inch or less in most spots. But the cold air, a lot of people were excited because the evenings weren't as bad. You could actually go outside without a jacket, but you really had to bundle up this morning. And you do right now, so don't let this beautiful shot of Santa Barbara fool you. Look how chilly those temperatures are at this half hour. Lots of spots still in the 40s, even seeing a lot of 50s on there, and really not going to see those temperatures get much more higher as we get into the afternoon. The other thing is those winds that we were talking about. Very, very breezy winds. So this adds that sort of chill factor, or the wind chill as we call it. It makes it feel even colder than those temperatures you just saw. 20-mile-an-hour sustained wind in Oxnard, and actually still have a high wind warning for the Ventura County mountains. This continues until 1 p.m. We're expected to see some possible gusts get up to 60 to 65 miles per hour. Again, that's mainly in the mountain, but if you're heading north in the 33, you'll probably run into some very dangerous crosswinds, so just keep that in mind. Now, the rain, it's gone. Nothing less for us. We're just going to see some clear skies as we get into your day. And that's going to continue all the way through this afternoon. Your commute home should be nice and quiet. But the thing tonight with those clear skies overnight into your Tuesday morning is it is going to be chilly again. Those temperatures are going to plummet. There will not be any clouds to hold in any of the heat. And even as we get into Tuesday afternoon, going to be pretty sunny again as well and cool. The surf, well, it's finally starting to go down, but not enough to get rid of the high surf advisory. This continues through early evening for us. 4 p.m. that expires. And here's what the outlook is for today. Nothing like those crazy waves we saw Thursday and Friday. Still going to be up there on the central coast, about 10 to 15 feet. The south coast will be 3 to 6 feet. In Ventura County, 5 to 8 feet, maxing at 10. But also with that comes the risk of strong rip currents, sneaker waves, so you probably don't want to be out on the rocks and jetties while we have the surf conditions like this. Your forecast for today is going to be cool. 60s across the coast, and look at these lows tonight dropping down into the 30s. You'll definitely want to bundle up, especially the kids as they head to school tomorrow morning. It is going to be very cold at the bus stop, especially in the valley where temperatures are expected to be below freezing. 20s tonight overnight in Paso Robles and Atascadero, 30s in the evening from SLO to the coast. And if you live in Ventura County, here's a look at your forecast for today as well as tonight. Now, the chilly weather sticks with us. The daytime highs are going to be cool. Eventually, we will warm up a little bit as we push toward the end of the week. But the one thing you're not going to see a difference of is those evening temperatures. We're still going to be in the low 40s all the way through the weekend. Even as we get into the weekend, upper 40s are going to be in the forecast for Santa Barbara. Ventura will see those 40s in the evening, 60s during the day. And then we have another system that's going to move through on Sunday. Now, it's about 7 days out right now, so it's really hard to see how much rain we could see, but there is a chance of rain for everybody in the forecast, which is nice. We're starting to see about a storm a week in the 7-day, which is helping us out, and hopefully as we get into the winter, we'll start to see more of those storms and moisture head our way. We could use the rain, but then of course there is the danger of too much rain, so we'll take this little bits here and there, I think.
Yeah, I like the way it's going.
Yes.
Thanks so much. A new crackdown on the holidays' hottest gift. All those recent incidents of hoverboards catching fire getting the attention of the federal government and one of the biggest retailers in the world. Here's ABC's Gio Benitez.
Hoverboards are burning up store shelves and in some cases themselves. A government agency now investigating 10 fires across 9 states, sending riders to the emergency room.
For no apparent reason, it just exploded.
Now questions about whether the lithium-ion batteries powering them are causing them to overheat, and if some manufacturers are using lower quality batteries from overseas to help cut costs of hoverboards sold right here in the U.S.
Be cautious about maybe purchasing them over the internet, purchase them directly from overseas.
In a new report overnight, U.S. Customs and Border Protection says investigators have seized 164 hoverboards with fake batteries or other counterfeit marks. And this morning, another agency, the Consumer Product Safety Commission, now saying it is testing various hoverboard brands to see exactly what's causing the fires.
Holy cow.
Reports say at least 2 burning hoverboards were sold through vendors on Amazon. Now the online retail giant says until manufacturers can prove that their batteries and chargers meet safety standards, they're pulling some brands, joining Overstock.com, who just pulled all hoverboards from the site. One of the affected companies, Swagway. This was reportedly one of their hoverboards, but they tell ABC News they have not received any confirmed reports of any fire incident that is directly related to a genuine Swagway product, and that safety is always on the forefront for Swagway. Gio Benitez, ABC News, New York.
The Star Wars world premiere is in Los Angeles tonight. Preparations are underway along Hollywood Boulevard. 3 theaters are rolling out red carpets for the world premiere. Star Wars: The Force Awakens, and die-hard fans have been camping out for days.
I loved Star Wars, loved it since I was a kid. I mean, who doesn't? It just, like, Chewbacca is like my character. If you can't, Chewie's my nickname too.
And the rest of us can see it Friday night at midnight. And coming up, our co-workers win big on The Amazing Race. More on Kelsey and Jory's victory when we return.
Experience the magic of the Nutcracker at the Majestic Granada Theater. Full orchestra and children's chorus. State Street Ballet presents its traditional favorite in 3 performances December 19th and 20th. For tickets, call 899-2222 or visit granadasb.org.
The all-new Barber RV is now located in the Ventura Auto Center and is the newest member of the Kirby Auto Group.
They worked with us from the beginning to the end. They never gave up on us.
Finance was way easy to do. Gene and them worked with us with everything that we needed, and we had no issues.
The nice thing is, I think we got really good value for our trade-in.
Enjoy gigantic grand opening discounts on all new and used recreational vehicles today at the all-new Barber RV on the 101 Freeway, Johnson Drive exit, Ventura Auto Center.
Get the Charter Spectrum Triple Play. It's more than meets the eye. With over 200 free HD channels available, it's the most HD you can get. Instant access to over 10,000 on-demand movies and shows. Plus the Charter app for live TV that jumps to mobile devices in any room. All for $29.99 a month plus free DVR service. Switch to Charter Spectrum Internet. Faster than the speed of WOW. Take off with 60 megs of speed. Bandwidth that lets multi-people multitask, stream movies, play games, watch videos, and share Vines all at once. No slowdowns. Shazam! For only $29.99 a month. Just call 877-959-1634. Then pick up Charter Spectrum Voice for unlimited local and long-distance calling. And catch this. No drop calls. Stuck in a contract? Charter pays up to $500 to get you out. Charter Spectrum TV, Internet, and Voice, $29.99 a month each, plus free DVR service. Call 877-959-1634.
Experience the magic of the Nutcracker at the Majestic Granada Theater. Full orchestra and children's chorus. State Street Ballet presents its traditional favorite in 3 performances December 19th and 20th. For tickets, call 899-2222 or visit granadasb.org.
How to reverse the damage of a sugar binge today.
Sammy's Camera No Tax Holiday Sale. Save $300 on Canon's Rebel T5 digital camera with Canon's 18 to 55 and 75 to 300 millimeter zoom lenses. Now only $449. Get free bag and coupon savings book. Plus, no tax at Sammy's Camera.
The Empress Palace, Santa Barbara's favorite Chinese restaurant, now has a top-notch sushi bar. Their sushi chef has over 30 years experience and will make all of your favorite hand rolls, specialty rolls, and sashimi. Can't decide between Cantonese, Szechuan, or Japanese cuisine? At the Empress Palace, you can order all 3 and sample the very best of each. Monday through Saturday from 5 to 6 p.m., enjoy happy hour with 50% off all food and drinks. Give your taste buds the royal treatment at the Empress Palace on Las Pasitas in Santa Barbara.
I've worked these 7,000 acres for 36 years, and I want to see them protected for my kids. When I was asked about allowing fracking on my land, I did my homework. I talked to geologists and neighbors, and I looked at the facts behind the science. I found it's been done safely in Ventura County for decades, under the strictest environmental standards in the world. Read for yourself about the facts on how oil production and fracking work for Ventura County.
He's going to leave you in a heartbeat.
The truth. Being sorry doesn't change anything.
The whole truth.
I love you.
Love, Jason.
And nothing but the truth.
Did you know who I was before I did?
General Hospital, this week on ABC.
You got to have a gimmick to sell this barbecue.
We do?
This season, your family will gobble up all of Dickey's great smoked meats and home-style sides.
With food this good, who needs a gimmick? Dickey's. We speak barbecue.
Sammy's Camera No Tax Holiday Sale. Save $350 on Sony's a6000 digital camera with 2 lenses, both the 16 to 50 and the 55 to 210 millimeter zoom lenses. Now only $696. Get 32 gig card and $300 savings book free. Plus no tax at Sammy's Camera.
Welcome back. Here's Jane King with today's Wellness Report.
Researchers say they have found strong evidence that stress increases the likelihood that an older person will develop Alzheimer's disease. Now, fortunately, the study authors at Albert Einstein College of Medicine also say stress can be controlled. It said stress made some of the survey participants twice as likely to be diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Well, the recent food outbreaks are a reminder that 1 in 6 Americans experience food poisoning every year, and now there are startup companies trying to detect food poisoning before you take that bite. The NEMA from 6 Sensor Labs is an organic chemistry lab that is small enough to actually carry in your pocket. It detects glutens in food for now, but the founders say in the future it will be able to detect E. coli and salmonella. Well, a doctor's text can spur patients to exercise. Several studies have shown that regular text from a person's physician to take medicine, stop smoking, and exercise can in fact help. The Johns Hopkins study says automatic texting could be used to nudge patients toward healthier choices. And finally, today's Google Doodle commemorates 97 years since the birth of the Indian yoga practitioner who passed away last year. It shows him performing a headstand, the camel, and the triangle poses as he takes the place of the O and the L in Google, which has lost its primary color scheme for a more blissed out blue today. From the NASDAQ, I'm Jane King. Here's to your health.
Christmas doesn't happen without me. Ooh, big lots. I did everything you can see. Christmas doesn't happen without me.
At Cracker Barrel Old Country Store, we make ordinary days more memorable. With games, homestyle meals, specials, even breakfast, day or night. So stop on by. You're always welcome.
If you haven't checked out Covered California in a while, we've got some new options that might interest you, like adult dental coverage. Great news for you and your sweet tooth. To find free, local, in-person help, visit coveredca.com. Find out if you could get help paying for health insurance with just your age, income, zip code, and the number of people in your household. Information you probably know off the top of your head. Enroll by December 15th to be covered by January 1st.
There's always something happening at the Wharf in Ventura. The Wharf has been a legendary shopping tradition for decades and a unique part of the Ventura community. Choose from incredible footwear departments, Southern California's largest selection of jeans and top quality brands everywhere you look. Ventura's hometown department store, The Wharf, has something for everyone on your shopping list. Enjoy free gift wrapping and easy parking right next to downtown Ventura at 980 Front Street. It's The Wharf.
The 2016 Subaru Forester never met a road it didn't like. It's a 2015 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. And it has road-gripping, symmetrical all-wheel drive. So it's no surprise, the Forester is the most awarded small SUV in America.
Visit Kirby Subaru, now located in Ventura, for their Subaru Share the Love event. Maintain the love with complimentary service included. Kirby Subaru, 101 Freeway, Ventura.
The Golden Inn Village is taking shape right here on the Central Coast to provide our seniors in need with housing and so much more. Please join me to make sure the future is bright for mothers, fathers, friends, and especially for those who have no one left to care for them. Become a Golden Star today so our most vulnerable seniors can have the golden years they deserve. Find out more at RonaBarrettFoundation.org.
They did it. Our reporters Joey and Kelsey won the Amazing Race.
Kelsey and Joey, you are the official winners of the $1 million and the Amazing Race.
Oh my gosh. The world watched the finale on CBS Friday night as they crossed the finish line into first place. Joey and Kelsey were born and raised in Ventura County and were known as the reporters on the show. They take home a cool $1 million. And they tell us it was the best experience of their lives and they can't wait for the next chapter.
I have goosebumps.
Did you see this? Did you watch it?
I did. I kind of cheated. I looked at the East Coast hashtags before it aired here because I really wanted to know. But just to see it again and just Good for
It's
them.
amazing, and the response that we've been getting back is that they were a really good
deserved it.
representation of Santa Barbara and our station, and so I'm very happy for them. That's
Very
really
happy.
great.
Now, Joey better come back because I missed him in the morning.
Yeah, he better come back. I got reporting to do.
Yes. Well, you know, we were talking about winning, and there's a way you could win. You don't have to go on the Amazing Race, but you could win a $200 gift card to Sammy's Camera. We are having our annual holiday photo contest right here on News Channel 3. All you have to do is go to my Facebook page. You can see what it looks like below. Use hashtag KEYT Holiday and share your holiday photo. Here's an example of one, a pooch checking out the Christmas tree. Actually, this beautiful dog belongs to our assignment editor, Claire. This is her puppy, Sandy.